Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Over here, I read anonymous stories online. So if you like listening to anonymous stories, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. My husband is addicted to betting. I don't know if it's what they call aviator or there is any other form of betting, but all I know is this man is addicted to betting. As I said this now, I am 46 years old and he's 51. We aren't children. Our lives were better until he started this betting thing. We've lost almost everything, and instead of him to stop, he keeps having this hope that he's going to recover all he has lost. As of 2021, we had completed our first house and moved in while we started building another to give out to rent. We had 2 cars for ourselves and 2 that were being worked with. As I speak right now, apart from the house we are living in, we have nothing else. The other house has been sold. The cars are gone. All 4 of his accounts balance is less than 0. Our son would have dropped out of medical school if not for me. The younger ones have to move from their school to a cheaper one, and the shop in front of our house has been closed down. He has absolutely nothing. Little by little, we are losing everything because there's always something missing in the house when I return. It was a couch, the visitor's television, his shoes, and other important stuff. If not that I've hidden all documents to the house, I'm sure it will also be gone by now because he said he wanted to use it as collateral for a loan and I refused. He is also betting. My husband has become miserable. He looks as if he's a madman now. There are days he won't even eat at all because of a loss. I'm still here encouraging him to stop, but what could be making a 51-year-old man destroy his life and home because of betting? We are gradually losing everything. I've done all I can to make him stop, but he won't. Our son is even trying to take after him. The moment I'm not in his presence, he will use the little he has to sell anything he lays his hands on to bet again. This man has reduced us to nothing, but he won't stop. Is it a demon or something? Because I've prayed all I can for him. I've done everything. I end it with tears most at times because I'm tired. A once lovely and responsible man who was so ambitious is now an insane man because of an addiction. I am suffering. I am really suffering. I don't even have any money in my account now. I use everything I earn for the home. I do 2 jobs and I still sell things online, but it's not enough. We have 4 children, all in school. My husband hasn't paid a penny in fees for the past 2 years. Even if I give him to go and pay and make the kids feel like their daddy is also trying for them, he will use it to bet. At this age of his, why can't he stop, or we are doomed forever? So I will just divorce him and go my way. Advise me, please. I need your help. I don't even know what to say, because at this point it's like he himself and Katano, he doesn't want to change for himself because it don't make sense, Sha. It don't make sense at all. At this age there, you've lived your life already. You made properties. It's like you made properties to go back to nothing. It's like from grass to grace to grass, like I said, like it don't make sense. And you are not even repenting. Why? You want to finish selling everything and become nothing and be homeless on the streets before you know that what you are doing don't make sense or what? At this point, he is doing too much. If you divorce him, nobody can blame you. Help yourself, Biko. It's not like we women don't want to confess to our husbands about having kids outside. It's not too hard to tell a man that this kid or that kid isn't yours. It's men who are difficult. They don't forgive us when we do it, but expect us to forgive them when they do it. Like you said, you've seen a lot of men who found out their kids aren't theirs. I believe it's the same way you've seen a lot of women whose husbands have gone to have kids outside. Myself, for instance, my firstborn isn't from my husband, but all the other 3 are his. We have 4 kids in total. 2 months before we got married, I decided to go and end things with my ex, and cause I still had a soft spot for him, we ended up having an affair, and he came in me. What he said when we were done was that if I ended up pregnant, I should keep it as a way of always remembering him. I wouldn't have kept it if it was today, but back then I was foolish and naive, so I thought I was doing something for love. That boy turned 14 years not long ago. I've always wanted to tell my husband because I don't feel very happy about it. In fact, at some point, that same ex of mine started blackmailing me with the same child until we happened to move from the area. So you see why I could have just told my husband and be free, but I didn't. You know why? Because if I tell him, he will forget the fact that I have had 3 other children for him. He will forget that I have done everything as a woman to make his home perfect and to keep him happy. He will forget all the help I've offered him, and based on a single mistake I made almost 15 years ago, to divorce me or ruin my reputation. So it's not that we women who make men victims of paternal fraud. It is men who can't accept the fact that just as they make mistakes, women can make mistakes too. We are human beings. He has taken care of this boy for 14 years and counting. He loves him and sees him as his firstborn. All these will change if I ever confess the truth. I do feel guilty, but what can I do? I love him and I love my home. I can't ruin it with the past. Nothing will happen if I don't tell him the truth. We are all happy. He has 4 kids. There is no need telling him one isn't his. There is peace. If men begin to forgive women cause we can make mistakes too, we can confess to them just as they do to us sometimes, that they've gone to have children outside. No one is above the law, which makes perfect sense. If you take 10 cases, 9 of them you will not be forgiven if you are found doing something like this. But then if it's the other way around and it's your husband, they will be like, forgive him, he's a man. You get that thing? So she has a point. But then again, 2 wrongs don't make a right in this particular case, because it doesn't still change the fact that you are making someone take care of a child that is not for him. And should he find out, it may even be worse than what it is, because it's supposed to be his choice. You don't have to force it on him. It's not that you don't have a point, you have a point, but you don't have now to force somebody else's child. Where is the child's father? You now go use somebody else's child, give it to this man, this hard economy to be taken care of when he's not aware. That doesn't mean the fact that they will not forgive you, because he wasn't the one who made you go and do what you did. So the fact that he will not forgive you doesn't mean that you should let him go and be taking care of children that he did not give birth to you. But now how sure will he be that the other 3 cry? You have a point and you don't have a point, Sha. I met this guy on my way from work. He approached me and wanted my number, but I wasn't interested. He was persistent till I gave it to him. He followed me around to know my house. The way I was pissed, but with the look at things, he said he liked me and wanted to date me, but he was not my spec. And after all, I was also dating. With the look of things too, I don't think he can take care of me. So for a while, this guy wasn't pursuing me again. I was happy initially until I found out he was now cool with my sister. So the other day he came to see me that I wasn't around. No, that was when he took my sister's number. So I wasn't around one Saturday. I came back and was told this guy came to look for me. I didn't bother to even call him. You can't blame me because I had a guy, and also with the way he was serious about me made me uncomfortable. I became jealous whenever I see my sister laughing on the phone with him. They can make call the whole day, and during that time too, my guy became that busy, so I needed that. There are times my sister would dress in a fancy manner to go out. Then I will ask her where she got that dress, and she would be like the guy got it for her. I am planning on doing something and I am reconsidering. That's why I'm sharing this. I was curious to see her guy. Her phone was closer to me one time when she had a call with the name Love of My Life. I quickly dialed the number on my phone and it was the guy. I sent the phone to her and became all moody, not knowing this guy was so rich. Hey, he pretended not to be rich and he approached me. God will punish him. He took my sis on vacations, blah blah blah, till they got married eventually. The treatment he's giving my sister, nah. So my sister is pregnant now and I know her. She won't allow him to sleep with her. I want to lure him to impregnate me. After all, he approached me first and she stole him from me. As for my guy, that's another story. Her own friends snatch him from my hands. That's why I want to do this the more. Your own sister, somebody you rejected. What? It don't make sense. It's your own sister. Sometimes do you think if you do that to your sister, do you know what she will do to you in return? When people do something to someone, then they react, you be like, you overreacted. Meanwhile, you did it in the first place. For you want to say, if you have this thought, and ask that we don't know you from anywhere, that you are capable of from this earth, because it don't make sense. You want sister, somebody you rejected. The rejected Deben became the rejected stone or pebble became the builder's wine. That thing, you've rejected a guy and then he has gotten your sister, you know, be happy for her because yours didn't work out. I mean, I get the point, but What is done. You can now not get jealous and bro, grow up. How old are you? It's done. It's not like you liked him. You didn't like him. And because you found out he had money, if he didn't have money, would you be this pressed? So funny. Whatever you are thinking of doing is a bad idea. Don't bother. Okay. Guys, I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. If you liked this video, please do not forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and see you in my next upload.